Welcome along, everyone, to watch along number 2 of the weekend and watch along number 2 of round 7 in the EFL Championship. It is Coventry versus Birmingham. And before anybody points it out, let me do it. On the thumbnail, it's the wrong way round, and I've just had to do some quick switching of that way round. For some reason, I had Birmingham at home and not Coventry at home. But hey, lots of games. Lots to do. We got it the wrong way round. Thank you, everybody, for popping on and joining, especially if you were here last night as well for West Brom 1, Leicester 1. A bit of late drama in that one. I wonder what we will get in Coventry versus Birmingham today. Both sides can end up in the top 6 if they can get themselves a win. Kind of got a few head-to-heads here. If I bang through the fixtures, obviously Coventry-Birmingham is our game here in the earlies as well. Swansea versus Millwall. That is 10th against 11th. Wrexham versus Derby. We've got Charlton, Blackburn, Ipswich, Pompey, Oxford, Sheffield United. The other head-to-head to look out for as it pertains to this particular game, Preston versus Bristol City. That is 4th against 5th. So all you need is a couple of draws in these head-to-heads and everything can kind of stand still a little bit, can't it? It is Sheffield Wednesday QPR, Southampton versus Middlesbrough Borough. The leaders could have a very good round if they get a draw in, any one of the games involving the top 6 teams there. Stoke versus Norwich, Watford versus Hull. Rounds out your championship stuff. And if you are across it today, we've got an early in the Premier League. Let us know if you're in touch with that one. It's Brentford, Manchester United. League One as well. Wimbledon, Wickham and Leyton Orient versus Stevenage. We'll get into the comments in just a second. Let's do a like spike though to get this show on the road. Please hit like if you're watching on YouTube or on Twitter. Give us a thumbs up. You got 11 seconds. Thank you, everybody, for your wonderful support here for the channel. The easiest thing you can do to support today is to interact. Hit that like button if you haven't already subscribed. Please do. And just get your views in the comments. That needs to cycle through all match with your opinions and we'll read out and, use them as a point for my conversation as well. Remember, you can donate. We're not going to have a super chat target today. Always feel a bit bad having won 2 days running and you hit the super chat target last night. But if anyone does indeed want to super chat, then please go for it. It'll always be free here on the channel, the watch alongs, but it is a help if you can super chat from time to time. And we are working at the moment on the plans for the Patreon and the membership here. A bit of feedback that ad-free versions of the content here might be useful. So we're figuring a way of doing that, maybe a little switch from what we've got at the moment. But I do thank everybody for their wonderful, wonderful support. And let's just say a big thank you to Liam. I'll give you one of those, matey. Thank you so much, Liam. £2 on the Super Chat. Liam, a great supporter of the channel. Thank you so much indeed. Going to say some hellos and then we'll get into the team news and all of that good stuff. Nat, welcome to you. JD, Ewan, Patrick, Steve. We'll talk about team news in a minute in the absence of Jack Rudoni. Damsterdo, welcome. Kieran, Planet Ball. Who else am I saying hello to? Roy, Neil. I said hello to everybody. There he is, the great Matt SB, who must be in the stadium now and probably has no phone signal whatsoever if I know the CBS. Who else am I saying hello to? Jay at Middlesbrough on the way to Southampton. You'll do well to get there in time if you're in Middlesbrough still. Vin Brum, welcome to you. Mind Blown. Cobalt Jack. Welcome, everybody. Should we get into some team news for this one? And then we'll get on to predictions. Hold your thoughts on that. A couple of key absences, as already pointed out by the Coventry fans in the chat. Here come your Coventry versus Birmingham team lineups. Okay, normal question to you guys. Who are you looking forward to seeing playing? Who are your match winners out of this lot? The home side, Coventry, Rushworth in goal. Van Evik and De Silva are the fullbacks, Kitchen and Thomas. Centre-backs, Grimes and Eccles in midfield. It'll be Torp, Sakamoto. Coventry fans will have to smarten me up here. I'm guessing it'll be Hadji Wright wide and Brandon Thomas Asante up top, or a variation of that. Bench for Cov, Wilson, Bidwell, Latabodier, Kessler Hayden, Wolfenden, Brow, Allen, Andrews and Sims. For Birmingham, Allsop in goal. Samuel and Laird are the fullbacks, Clara and Robinson. At centre-back, Iwata and Pike in central midfield. Gray, Stansfield, Kumas are the three off the front, and it is Marvin Dukes up the top for Blues. On the bench for Birmingham City, Beadle, Cochrane, Cashin, Neumann, Leonard, Doyle, Koyogo, Dykes and Roberts, who had a really good impact off the bench in the last game, setting up a late winner for Lyndon Dykes, didn't he? Let's go to some comments. Any comments on the first 11? We've got some up the borough. As a Wednesday, looking forward to a push this season. I'm sensing the sarcasm there. Nat, we needed another win today against Watford up the Tigers. Kieran just arrived in Preston. Come on, Bristol City. And there we go. We'll give you a wave there. Chooser. Dave, welcome to you, fella. Who else are we saying hello to? Neil. Come on, Blues Dukes to score. I can't pronounce that, can I? Cersiro, have I got it? What up, Ben? Here till the Pompey game. Yeah, good luck to Pompey today. They're up against my lot, Ipswich versus Pompey over at Portman Road. Right, shall we dive into predictions? Let me just tell you what the poll said. And 913 votes on this one. Oh, wow, look at this. Only 18% have gone for a Birmingham win. 22% on the draw. I mean, this is an absolute landslide for Coventry. This is obviously before the team news came in. 60% in the poll on the community tab. You can go and vote on that and finagle that number a little bit. 60% said a Coventry win. There we go. Right. Get your predictions in then. You don't need to be smart. You don't need to be funny. Just tell me what you think the score's going to be. Honey. I just wanted to make that rhyme for some reason. Just want to call everybody honey. There we go. You can take that how you see fit. Get your predictions in. Keep those predictions coming. If anyone's got a better rhyme for me, doesn't have to rhyme with funny. Can rhyme with clever. We can switch that around if you want. Well, the predictions are coming. Thank you to the wonderful people at Betfred, who they have me appear on the Sportsman Untitled podcast a couple of times a month up in Manchester. I'm going there on Monday, in fact, to film that one, and they've been very kind to support the watch-alongs here. So do go and subscribe. Check out the Sportsman Untitled podcast. Really good bunch there up in Manchester. Thank you to my guy Callum there for his help with all of that. Right, let's get some score predictions in. Where do we start? We start right here with a Desmond. 1-0 Cov. Draw. 1-1. 1-1. Okay. 1-0 Cov. 2-1 Cov. Draw. Nil. Effing nil. I won't have it. But someone's got to cover it. Well done, Liam. 3-1 Cov. Lots of 1-1s in here. I think I might have gone for that on the predictions with Sam, but I can never remember what the hell I predicted. 3-2 Cov. More 1-1s. 3-3. Why not, Annie? Why not? Indeed. Cov 1, Blues 2. 4-2 I'll take all day. When was the last time we had a 4-2 on here? For goodness sake. I will take it. Desmond there. Changing the Brum team. Duke's injured in the warm-up. Okay, good spot. Thank you. What else have we got? 2-1 Blues there. Roy 2 something. Cov. He's left it blank. Astrophobia. Treble on both teams to score. There you go. Nice and simple. 2-1 Brum from Jamie. Colin 3-1 Cov. Fairly. I think that was fairly mixed. There was a lot on the low scoring draw, under 2.5, and the 1-1 draw there. Quite a few Desmonds as well, weren't there? So let's just have a quick little glance at the league table. So, I mean, if we factor in the other earlies, you have got Swansea and Millwall. Millwall are tied on 10 points with Coventry and Birmingham, so they're prone there. Wrexham and Derby, obviously, a little bit further back. Wrexham could come in to the picture if they get a third win in 4, but either of these sides can make a big leapfrog up into second position. Obviously, they'll all be very, very prone in the 3 p.m. kickoffs to being overtaken. How are we doing for our likes here? Let me just have a little looky. It did this to me yesterday. Wouldn't let me click on my own channel, on my own video. There we go. 41. Right, I'm going to hit another like spike. I need us to get to 50 likes before kickoff. So let's hit the like spike button one more time and see if we can bump that number before we get going over at the CBS. Hit like. Right, thank you very, very much, guys. How are we doing? Have we gone over 50? 53, well done. I ask, you lot deliver. That's the deal here. It's Coventry versus Birmingham in the earlies here. Our second watch-along of the weekend and round 7. Looking forward to this. Two strong sides, actually. Coventry have been very, very goal happy, but then Birmingham do control games, don't they, with possession. So it may be a little bit sort of calmer than some Coventry games have been. Is that fog or flares? What is going on at CBS there? Vision doesn't look amazing as we go to the wide shot. But we are about to get off and running in this one. Birmingham, nice away shirt, that one, isn't it? The white with the sash. Coventry in sky blue, or as David Bowie would say, blue, blue, electric blue. That indeed is the colour of my room. And we are off and running. Ball just settling on the left-hand side there. Couldn't quite control it. Bright Samuel. Coventry throw in. Keep your comments coming in throughout. Held in, looking for Thomas Asante. Does that mean he's going to play down the left? And Hadji Wright is going to play up top? Looks like the foot mob projection had it correctly. Did I hear right? Dykes injured. I think it's the other way around. I think Duke's injured in the warm-up and Dykes is in. But I can't have the sound on, can I? So that hasn't been told to me. I need to see the ball go up the pitch here from Allsop, and I'll tell you who's up top. Number 30 looks very much to me. No. Who's number 30? Then that's Kumas. I'll tell you in a minute, eh? Someone maybe can confirm in the chat for me. Graham Potter sacked at West Ham, hey? The sack race has well and truly begun. 17 Dykes? Yeah. Yeah, so that is confirmed. Yeah, he's gone up for a challenge there. That is very much Lyndon Dykes. Isaac, big game for both. Show how they plan to go on. Yeah, very much so. Both of these clubs would like to be at the end of round 9, international break 2, in those playoff spots, wouldn't they? Both with promotion aspirations. Game won't settle just yet. Grimes gets on it. Nice little feed to Eccles. He wants a foul there off Gray. He's not going to get one. Hell of a press from Coventry. Trying to get at Birmingham early in this game. Iwata. Samuel. Looks like Birmingham want it nice and slow. Coventry want it a bit more frantic. There's a big boot diagonal. It's good ball that out to Kumas on the left wing. Kumas, don't know if the cross took a deflection there. Either way, straight into the arms of Carl Rushworth. Daniel, play up Sky Blue. Shame to be without Rudoni. Torp is capable of scoring and creating plenty. He is indeed. They missed Torp, didn't they? End of last season. He's come back. Started this season well. Ooh, Rushworth playing through there. The press was on. That's actually left Birmingham short-handed in midfield. Thomas Asante in off the left. He's going to shoot. Not a great shot. Hadji Wright applauds, I guess, out of Frank Lampard does too. Morale and enthusiasm wasn't great from Thomas Asante. Samuel funnels him inwards. Really poor shot, isn't it? It's going to be a restart for Birmingham. Robert, welcome to you. Bit nervous, nice to be back. Keep right on. Mind blown. Not looking forward today. Sheffield Wednesday have always been our bogey team. Millwall playing in the new kit, red and black today. Robinson. Laird wearing number 2, playing at left back. Kind of grabbed that shirt and that position. I think it was at Blackburn. Maybe he came off the bench. Played down the left. Well, they've got that diag onto Kumas again. I think he must be offside. They've looked for that twice. Maybe Birmingham have picked out that Van Evik is going to leave his station at right back. And if they can go early, keep Kumas right out on the wing and just hit him early with some diags, that gives Van Evik and Coventry something very much to think about. Thomas goes long. I think Thomas, they had some bids for him, didn't they, in the window? He's been a good signing, Thomas. Scored a few goals for him, centre half as well, hasn't he? Apologies, you may sense my delivery is a little bit slurred today. I am drugged up. I'm having a bad neck day, I have to say. We will soldier on. But yeah, I've done the necessary. Just trying to offset it with some coffee. An upper and a downer. Iwata goes in 50-50. Victor Torp not happy with the goal kick, actually, out from Rushworth. Says, drill that into me flatter. I think it's a bit too loopy, the pass in. I think Ipswich will hammer us today, unfortunately, Pompey fan. Well, we shall see. Pompey, I think, have been slightly better away from home, haven't they? Got that win at Oxford. Decent enough performance against Southampton. Gutted, no Rudoni not in the starting 11 for Coventry today. Thomas Asante, horrible ball that. He's trying to knock it from left to right out to Van Evik. I like Thomas Asante, by the way, if you think I'm piling in on him after that shot that went over the bar as well. Just wasn't a good pass, was it? Throw in Birmingham, led. Looking for Dykes. Game just won't quite settle, will it? Neither side really able to get any kind of rhythm in the first 7. Both sides kind of set up well, which is probably... Yeah, I mean, that sums it up, doesn't it? Thomas knocks it long straight through to Woolsop and possession's turned over. And this is risk-averse football, isn't it? Kind of pressing on the front foot, both actually, but that's about it. There's a bit of a fear of making mistakes here. I think they've both Davis and Lampard have got in their heads this is going to be a tight, fine margins game, and you don't want to concede the first goal. So it's a bit bitty, a bit risk averse. Throw in Coventry, De Silva. Evening in Hong Kong there, Paul. We are around the world on the watch along. Hull are going to win. Look, there's Peppa Pig up there, hey? Hull are going to win against Watford today. Very nice. Not looking forward to Millwall v Coventry on Wednesday night. Yeah, 3-game week coming up. Mad this league. Literally 15 out of 24 that can get promoted. I joke about that every season doing the 1 to 24s. Welcome in New Zealand, Desmond. I've just got the 12 teams in my top 6 this season, right? 1-0 Brentford against Manchester United. As much as I enjoy the underdog, I'm a bigger fan of the EFL underdogs, and Brentford winning is problematic for our friends at Burnley and Leeds. And who else got promoted last season? Sunderland in the playoff final. I was there. How could I forget? Laird throws that one in looking for Dykes. As the feeling out process in this game comes up 10 minutes now. We have had one shot in the game so far, and that was Brandon Thomas Asante smashing one over from, a long way out. A 0.02 XG chance, that one. Nothing happening. Robert, you're not suggesting Brentford is the... There's a fair point where Man United are at the moment. Oh, here's Hadji Wright, edge of the box. Bit of a pull on the shirt there. We're going to carry on. Thomas Asante inside the box. Slowed down. De Silva. Thomas Asante wants to give and go with Torp. Well defended by Iwata. Nice feet by De Silva. Had opened up earlier in that move. Hopefully they'll show us the replay. Just slowed down a little bit since. And yeah, well defended by Birmingham. I think just for a hot second there, if Hadji Wright gets the ball, gets it out of his feet and quickly slides that out to Thomas Asante into his path, there's a big chance coming. But that didn't happen in the reality we live in. Man United are the underdog now. Yeah, well, fair enough. Fair enough. Last player final I was at was your mates Norwich, Ben. They've done us 2-0. We won't talk about the semi-final that year then, will we, hey? Greetings from Samoa. Welcome. Swansea goal. 1-0 Swansea we've got. Is that our first championship goal of the day? Swans 1, Millwall 0, says the chat. We did Millwall in the Watcher on Monday, didn't we? Beat Watford 1-0. Fairly nondescript game. Bit of a feeling that Millwall were just the more efficient of the two rather than giving a footballing lesson, so to speak. Vipotnik. I realise Vipotnik's only like 23 or something. Got some good players, Swansea, haven't they? Down the right comes Gray. That'll be a corner. Maybe a set play is going to be able to give us more in the way of chances here in this not very chance-laden first 12 minutes. So far, Swansea flying at the moment. Yeah, Vipotnik, the scorer. Big lads up for Blues. Robinson, Clara. Dykes is huge as well. In comes the set play. Headed goalwards by Christoph Clara. Defender's touch tight. He's not got a run at it. It's really difficult to score from there. Yeah, keeper just lets it go. Spinning away from goal. It's an effort at goal though, isn't it? Hey? We'll take what we can get in a bit of a quiet, nondescript first 13:40 in this one. If you haven't already subscribed to the Benjamin Bloom football channel, please do. We've got 52,000 subscribers here, which is mind-blowing. You can be the latest. Helps us out with all the metrics on there. You still get recommended all the videos if you just watch them, but if you hit subscribe as well, we really, really appreciate that. Definitely a feeling out process. Yeah. Tit for tat, chess, feeling out, whatever we call it. Pike turned over in midfield. Here comes Sakamoto. It's the first time we've mentioned him. Strong player down the right for Cov. Laird gets the foot in, throwing Coventry. Looks like Van Eyck is going to hurl this one into the box. Dubba Prop, tuned in from Thailand. We are worldwide here today. Really appreciate you all being here for the watch along. In comes the long throw for Coventry. Half cleared. Oh, shot driven in is a good one. Spilled. And the follow-up is in from Brandon Thomas Asante. We said it was a feeling out process for the first 15 minutes in this one. We said set plays might be the way to goal. And that has been the case. Long throw in. Long range shot. Bit of a spill by Allsop in goal. And Thomas Asante finishes it off. It's Coventry 1, Birmingham 0. Get your thoughts in via the comments. Yeah, I think the keeper there, Allsop, it's a difficult one, isn't it? I was thinking, can he palm that around the post? Can he palm it anywhere else? I don't think he can, to be fair. He has to get down to it. And because he's so far inside his near post, I mean, he could have palmed it further away from Brandon Thomas Asante. But I don't know. I think the shot comes through a crowd, doesn't it? I don't know. My first instinct was it was a bit of a spill. But when you actually look at how he gets down to the shot, it's fairly good save. And maybe he just doesn't get a lot of protection from the defence there. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. It's Coventry 1, Birmingham 0. Keeper didn't control it. Them Cov throw-ins are a danger. Here comes Laird for Birmingham. Speaking of danger, it went loose to Kumas. Air shot there. I don't know what happened there. Whether he got a little nick as he went to take that one. Opened up for Kumas, didn't it? And he completely missed his kick. Referee's having a word with Dykes and Kitching. Be interested to see that swipe and a miss from Kumas. Yeah, we're going to have a look now. What happens here? He doesn't even make a challenge, Van Erik, so there was never any sense that he'd nicked his heel away from him or anything like that. Just bump into each other. It was in the box. Dykes throwing himself to the ground. Off contact from Kitching. No real sense that was going to be a foul. That, however, is a foul by Wright on Iwata. Free kick Birmingham. Who are a goal down. When you're in tight games like this had been for the first 15, it can just be set plays, can't it? They're going to be the difference. Allsop goes long, diagonal. Easy header for De Silva. Thomas Asante pokes it away. Clara boots it up into Dykes. All a bit messy. Ball's turning over, going from end to end. And it's back with Allsop once again. It's kind of natural when you take the lead. You stand off a little bit. So maybe now we'll get a bit of Birmingham possession, a bit of Birmingham control. Brentford 2-0 up. Maybe you lot were right. Maybe they're not the underdogs at all anymore. Stansfield, haven't mentioned him either this game. If you're a Birmingham fan, you want him mentioned as much as possible. Grimes. Torp. Plays the channel. Good ball that. Van Evik. Van Evik blocked out by Laird. Corner. Coventry, who have already scored from a set play in this game. Easy that one, wasn't it? Fullback, get on your bike, clip it in the channel, chase. Corner, Cov, Grimes. Going to ping this one in left-footed. Here it comes. Headed away by Clara. Wins a lot in there, doesn't he? Lob back in. Kumas heads out. De Silva. Oh, De Silva. Nice run. Ball's kind of bouncing about. Sort of straight-legged, right-footed shot over the bar. Never really had control over it. But I remember a famous goal by Tony Yeboah where he didn't seem to have control over it. And then he slammed it barring in, didn't he? One of my favourite goals, that one. As a long-suffering Stoke fan, I expect mid-table this year. Come on. Where's your optimism? Stoke right up there at the moment. Actually, Coventry in the live league table have just taken second. Stoke obviously can take it back later with a win over Norwich. Two for Thiago. It's for Brentford in the Premier League. Let us know what's going on there. Dykes and Thomas are having a lovely old time. Thomas is down holding his face. That's been going back and forth for 5 minutes now. You should know never to trust Stoke. Yeah. But Stoke, I trust them so little that I can't trust not to trust them. Yeah, Dykes just jumped in to Thomas. Didn't really make any attempt to play the ball there, did he? He made sure he had a good look at the ball, but then he also made sure he left one on Bobby Thomas, didn't he? No yellow card, so I suppose Dykes will see that as a good foul, softening up the centre half a little bit. Dykes, remember, wasn't in the 11 for today. Dukes injured in the warm-up. Dykes in from the beginning. Did obviously score the winner for Birmingham late on last round against Swansea. Samuel back to Clara. Big one into the channel. It's pushing it back by Iwata on Grimes. We're over the midway point in the first half. If it stays like this, I think that means both Mason Clark and Redane, it'd be a good result. Yeah, very much so. Sorry, the struggle is real with my neck today. We're hanging on in there. Van Evik hoiks that one forward. He's found touch right in the left back area. It's a throw in for Birmingham. Coventry will press that corner. Throw just goes down the line and back to Thomas. Kitching. Rushworth. Oh, It's the second time Rushworth's kind of misplaced that straight pass out in that first phase. Robinson knocks it back to Allsop. Robinson to Clara. Birmingham racking up the passes at the back, not going anywhere fast. It's dropped in long this time onto Dykes' head. Nice flick on by Dykes. Kumas chases in. Really good cover by Van Evik. And yeah, Van Evik's mugged himself off a little bit there. He's trying to buy a free kick and he ends up conceding a corner. Bit silly there. It's a good flick by Dykes, isn't it? Yeah, there's no foul by Kumas there. Ref's got that right. Van Evik's trying to buy that, isn't he? Corner to Birmingham. And that's weird. Damari Gray had that spotted absolutely fine. And he's been made to move it back. I don't think the ref understands that's actually a running joke in that corner in the Coventry stadium. Ooh, went into the back stick. They complained about all the corners. There's nothing wrong with the way he'd spotted it. It just has to overhang the line. Looked absolutely fine to me. And the referee there a bit guilty of, no doubt, listening to the fans. That is the singing corner there at Coventry as well. Pretty noisy bunch over in that part of the ground. Not convinced with Rushworth at the moment. Yeah, it's only the those two straight passes where Birmingham gobbled them up. Offside flag has gone up from a goal kick there. Everyone's a little bit confused. Birmingham were going to take the restart about 10 metres further back than it needed to. Nice turn by Samuel. Coming down the right. Good dribble. Can you get a crossover? Yes, he can. Not bad ball, that actually. Headed clear on the near post. Laird heavy touch. Coventry get the block off. Clara. Had you right up his backside. Clara does all right there. Pike. Birmingham rebuild now down the left. Kumas. Kumas tries to take on Van Evik, but nothing doing. Really fills you with confidence in the ref when he bows to fan pressure. No, you don't really want to see that, do you? I think in that corner over at Coventry, I think half of them are on the wind-up and half of them genuinely don't know that you are allowed to spot the ball outside of the quadrant as long as it overhangs the line. Either way, the commenter's right. Ref's got to block the crowd out there. So the Thomas Asante goal we've had here. It's also 1-0 to Swansea. Vipotnik, the goal scorer. Thomas gets it back off Van Evik and he's happy. It's interesting this, how a goal completely changes the game state. At 0-0 in the first 10, it was Coventry trying to speed the pace up and Birmingham trying to slow it down. Now, obviously with Coventry having the lead, it's completely the other way around. Coventry happy to play backwards and, you know, reset and give it into the centre halves. Whereas Birmingham are trying to get on the front foot and make something happen because they need a goal if they want to get something from this one. Clara. Pike knocks it on to Robinson. We see this a fair amount, don't we? This kind of mid-block setup where they'll let the centre halves have the ball. Coventry let the Birmingham centre halves have the ball. And then it's very tight behind them because Birmingham naturally have been playing with their centre halves virtually up towards halfway from last season. But if you do that against that type of mid-block, it gets very condensed just a few metres further back, and the passing has to be so on the nose, doesn't it, for you to get through. Pike. Robinson, big diag. Looking for Kumas again. Good take by Kumas. Comes inside. Kumas, nice dribble. Good tackle by Sakamoto. Iwata is also closed down by Eccles. Good defending by Coventry. They're going to get that pass right if they keep trying it, aren't they? It's over the head of Van Eyck onto Kumas, who just didn't quite have the shot at the end of the dribble or little slide pass through. Ladies and gentlemen, a foul throw. How about that? Coventry bench having a good laugh at that one. There's Bright Samuel, who gets penalised. Come on, you all must go to football, and there's a bloke who's got a season ticket who claims every throw-in taken by the opposition is a foul throw. You all know him, don't you? In every ground, up and down the country, he wants to come and yell foul throw. And he also thinks every throw-in by the opposition is taken from the wrong place, but goes very quiet when his side takes the throw-in. Oh, that was a clumsy one there. Robinson just mistimed that one. Clatters Eccles. Don't think it was anything more than clumsy. I don't think he'll go in the book here. Looked a pretty painful one. Oh, he has gone in the book. Clumsy, no excuse for endangering an opponent. Ugh. Yeah, it looked worse on the replay. Ref's probably got that one right, hasn't he? First yellow of the game, that one. Robinson in the book. Free kick, Coventry. Grimes left-footed. Ooh, nice idea. The execution was on then. Sakamoto was in. They stood 3 offsides. Really good free kick, actually. The 3 offside ran onside, and then one of them, Sakamoto, arcs right back in. And I tell you what, he was completely open, and the free kick was just over here. Really clever one, that one. It's annoying with free kicks like that, because as soon as they do it, everyone and all the researchers go, oh, look out for that one from Coventry. If they set up with 3 offside, you know what's about to happen. Iwata, Gray, Good cross, left-footed, good defensive header. Van Erik out for a corner. Not only did he have Dykes just in front of him there, Van Erik. Yeah, Kumas right behind him. It's kind of 2-on-1 there at the back stick. Did well, the Coventry right back. It's going to be a corner for Birmingham City. They've had a couple now, haven't they? And it comes from Gray. Easy catch from Rushworth. Still no shots on target for Birmingham, says Footmob. Just not quite clicking at the top end. It's going to be a restart for Cov. Thomas. Sakamoto. Back to Thomas. Diag back out to Sakamoto. Nice take, little feed in. Offside flag is up. Must have been against Sakamoto in the first instance there. It looks tight, doesn't it? To be fair, linesman right on the spot. Waits for the touch. Up goes the flag. Coventry managing to keep the ball out of their half for the time being. Just keep going long up to Sakamoto on the right wing. I think Van Erik is going to hurl this one in. Remember, that is where the goal came from, isn't it? It's going to be quite a diagonal one in. This one. Any flick is going to be going directly towards goal. Sometimes when it's a bit more lateral, it's just going across the box. In comes the throw, headed clear. Back in by Kitching. Well defended by Birmingham. It's gone out on the other side. I'm guessing Van Erik is going to trot over to the other side of the pitch and hurl this one in as well. Yeah, here he comes. Pretty similar depth, just over on the opposite side of the pitch here. Everybody turns round and faces the other way, and we get another long throw come in. Birmingham win first contact again. Van Erik's got it back. Sakamoto, the two right-sided players over on the left now. All a bit disjointed from the set play. And it's gone through to Allsop. Samuel give and go. Iwata. Foul by Thomas Asante, who says Samuel dived. Birmingham have got the free kick. Keep your comments coming in the chat, guys. Oh, there's one just booted right over the top. Hadji Wright's got in there. He's got round the keeper and it bounces up. And he can't slide it into the empty net. Got caught out really badly at the back there, Birmingham. Look at this. Just a hoof from Thomas. which turns into the perfect ball. He almost just accelerates too quickly there, right? I think he's going to win it if he runs at an even slower speed around Allsop. And because he sprints at it, when he chests it, just bounces up ahead of him too much. Little softer touch and he's around the keeper with an easy finish there, isn't he? Alarm bells though. We've seen it, if you're a Birmingham fan, Thomas just knocking that ball into the channel or out to the wing for Sakamoto or Van Eyck, the fullback. Seen that pass fairly repetitiously now. If it stays like this, it'll be Birmingham's third away loss in a row. You're not travelling well, Blues, are they? 2-0 at Leicester, 1-0 at Stoke. Currently 1-0 down at Coventry. Here comes Stansfield into the box. Stansfield hits the shot blocked. Comes back to Gray. Gray has tackled himself there. Just held on to that for a little bit too long. Here comes Clara. Ooh, Clara's lost it. Knocked forward. Oh, Robinson's going to be red carded. He's off. Oh, dear. It was knocked in to Hadji Wright. Jack Robinson was booked about 10 minutes ago for clattering Josh Eccles. And that was an absolute mess from a Birmingham point of view. Clara was right up the pitch. The other centre-back, he gives the ball away. He gets knocked forward early. It's Robinson and Hadji Wright. Goes over Robinson's head. Sticks a hand on Hadji Wright. Oof. It's one of those, isn't it? There is, I suppose, the intent to pull him back. I mean, it's clumsy as anything on a yellow card. You then get into is the contact proportionate enough to take him down? But that's not the point, is it? And I think probably the acid test with that is if he hadn't have been booked before, he probably would have got booked for that, wouldn't he? So it shouldn't be relevant that he's already been booked. Aaron Cashin is going to come in, play centre-back alongside Clara, but they're obviously going to have to pull out an attacking player there, Mike Taylor and Chris Davies. And the job gets much, much harder for Birmingham now. They are down to 10 men. On a yellow, you can't do that. Said we will see a red. Poor from Robinson. End the game. Someone said a red card was going to happen. You got to feel sorry for Kumas, who's the one who gets sacrificed. He's done nothing wrong, has he? But red card means attacker out, defender in. And Coventry have now got 45 minutes of the second half plus a few minutes here at the end of the first half and stoppage time to play against 10 men. It's like a 4-4-1. Stansfield's gone left, Gray right, Dykes up top. Back four is just, well, it's the same other than Robinson's obviously out, red carded. Cashin goes in and plays centre back with Clara. Quick double yellow card there. I said 10 minutes. 8 minutes between the two yellows from Robinson. Not good. Cashin gets in there. Interception. Corner to Coventry. Chris Davies having a long word with the fourth official. Setting up for the set piece here. Grimes pops it in left-footed, headed up in the air. All chance. Complete shanked volley has gone straight back out to Grimes, who's going to get another go. Grimes pops it in. Good defensive header there. I think it was Laird. Very good defensive header there. He's running back in the wrong direction. Spins mid-air and heads that clear. Pike. Oh, that's broken nicely. Hadji right now, 1v1. He's offside. Oh, he's kicked that away. He's going to get booked for that, isn't he, surely? That looks very tight on the offside. If he's off, he's just off. If he's on, he's just on. Definitely kicks the ball away as well, doesn't he? Yeah, yellow card did come out. Millwall are level. Who scored for Millwall then? 1-1 for Potnick. Oh, there you go. Thank you. Josh Coburn. Millwall fans were getting a bit impatient with him, Coburn, on Monday night when we did the watch long, weren't we? Big transfer fee, I guess. And Coburn has grabbed himself a goal today. Three-minute stoppage time, by the way, of which we have 30 seconds. 3 minutes minimum time, of course. Don't really see a reason why any more would be added on top. We seem to have played pretty much straight through the 3 minutes. And yeah, we don't even make the 3 minutes minimum stoppage time. And the half ends, Coventry 1, Birmingham 0. Very pertinently at the end though, red card for Birmingham. Jack Robinson got booked in minute 34 and minute 42. And that's really made this an uphill struggle now for Birmingham in the second half. Goal down is one thing, but 10 versus 11 for an entire half of football is another. Nondescript first 15 minutes in this one. Long feeling out process. Neither side particularly playing on the front foot. Both trying to avoid conceding the first goal and a mistake. And then the first goal kind of comes out of nowhere, doesn't it? Long throw in, Coventry. Shot spilled, so it gets headed out. Shot comes in from the edge of the box. Allsop, the first time I watched it, I thought, oh, keeper should do better with that. But when you actually figure what options did he have, the shot comes through a crowd. He has to get down. He's kind of too far inside his post to palm it around the post, and there's probably not enough off the shot, and he's far enough off his goal. He has to kind of, palm it where he palms it, but it's straight to Thomas Asante, who smacks it into the roof of the net. After that, Coventry were able to, retreat a little bit. Birmingham moving the ball about without really creating anything. And spoiler alert for when we do the stats, Birmingham have had 0 shots on target in the game. And remember, that had been the criticism of Birmingham, hadn't it? That they'd done the 3 games against Oxford, Leicester and Stoke. And across the entire 3 games, they only had 1 shot on target. And we're in that kind of problematic mode again today, aren't we? That Birmingham aren't making any chances on goal. And then, yeah, I wonder whether that red card, a few people said it in the chat as it happened. Well, that's the game. There you go. Goal lead for Coventry and down to 10. We're all done. So we'll see if Birmingham can kind of fashion anything. Jack Robinson, yeah, he's a bit of a wally, really, isn't he? Because I think both the challenges are a little bit preventable. Sometimes when someone gets a yellow card, it's like, well, he had to make the tackle and the attacker's just a bit too good for him or whatever, and fair enough, you go in the book. But with these two, I mean, the first one, he's just really clumsy on Eccles. He just smashes him, doesn't he? Going in front foot, 50-50, comes in there late. Bosh, hits him. And the second one, he knows he's on a yellow card. And that is a long way out from goal to be fully committing yourself. And he gets stuck. The ball goes past him. Hadji Wright tries to run him. I think Wright probably goes down easily. But, you know, still, just stay on your feet. Don't commit to the challenge. I will say in Robinson's defence, at least on the second one, it was an absolute carve-up by Birmingham just beforehand, wasn't it? Give the ball away twice, I think, and it's kind of, you know, getting turned over left and right. And then Clara comes forward, and he's way out of position, and he gives the ball away. So it's all a bit of a mess, and they're chasing the tail. But the problem is, they left the defender on a yellow card, 1v1, with, you know, a physically good, fairly quick striker. Isn't it? So there you go. I can see why the second yellow card came out. And what I will say is, I think if he hadn't been booked, he would have got booked for that one. So you shouldn't really adjust for your yellow card decision based on whether the player has been booked or not. The wonderful Kelly is here and has gifted 5 memberships for the channel out. Thank you, Kelly. Just stopping by to say hi. Wrexham 0, Derby 0. Hope everyone is well at the Benjamin Bloom watch along. Well, we are all the better for your wonderful donation. Kelly, thank you very, very muchly. We are going to take a little 5-minute break here. Don't go anywhere. Fill the chat full of questions and comments and all of that good stuff. And we will return after I have visited the facilities and made a drink. I might even try and eat a banana in the gap. I wonder if I can do that. Right, thank you, everybody. We will be back in 5 minutes and 7 seconds. Don't go anywhere. Welcome, everybody, back to the second half of our watch-along here. It's Coventry versus Birmingham, and it's Coventry 1, Birmingham 0 at half-time, and highly significantly, a red card as well for Birmingham just before half-time. So Coventry are white-hot favourites to win this one with a goal advantage and indeed a man advantage in this one. Thank you everybody for joining for the first half, and especially if you were here last night as well for West Brom 1, Leicester 1. I think it's going to be a super busy week of watch-alongs. The plan is we're going to go Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and we're up in the air on Sunday. I have never done an East Anglian derby as a watch-along, and I'm a little bit concerned that it might not be the best idea, but we'll certainly do all of the other ones as well. Get your comments in, get your thoughts in, and get your likes in. We have got, all right, come on, we've got 98 likes here. I need this to go over 100 likes for the stream. So I'm going to hit the like spike button. And hopefully on the other end of that, we're going to see 100 likes. Hit that thumbs up button wherever you're watching. Bam. Hopefully, I'm going to click on this. I'm just seeing the Swansea goals. 106 likes. Oh, look at that. Vipotnik actually scored a little back heel flick there. You love to see it. We're just going to see equaliser here for Millwall. Classic. Cooper up from the set play, heads it across, and Coburn just knocks it over the goal line. Great set play goal by Wimbledon. Wimbledon have been absolutely superb in League One this season after winning the playoffs in League Two. They're 2 up against Wycombe. Now Mike Duff's Wycombe as well, also in League One. Orient against super high-flying Stevenage. Orient obviously in the playoffs. Got all the way to the final, actually, didn't they? Last season. Stevenage going behind in this one. Getting in at half-time level. And I think that looks like Crewe to me. They're on to League 2 stuff, which is a bit beyond my pay grade, I have to say. And thank you, everybody, for your support. Remember, the bare minimum here, guys, you can interact. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you're subscribed as well. We've got 52,400 and something subscribers here on the channel. And if you want, you can donate. It'll always be free here. But we've got no super chat target today. I don't like to do it 2 days in a row. Feels a little bit much that. But big thank you to Liam on the super chat early, and Kelly gifting 5 Benjamin Bloom memberships. You can sign up as well on Patreon or as a YouTube member. We're trying to figure out the best way to use those platforms. Maybe working towards some ad-free content as well. Right. What do we got here in the chat? A team not in the league that you miss as an away day. For me, it's Barnsley. Oh, one of my great away days was at Barnsley a couple of years ago. That was great fun. Evil Spirit, saw you were performing in Borough. I was at the Middlesbrough Theatre, which is like in the middle of a housing estate, which is weird, but it's quite a nice little theatre there. I was depping keyboards for Rhinestone Cowboy. It was pretty good fun, but that was the day where it absolutely teamed down with rain all day, which didn't make it too fun. Connor, last time I was confident we could win was at halftime against QPR. We should be confident today. 1-0 up Coventry, and they are playing against 10 men in the second half. Damari Gray looked like he was having some kind of smelling salts there as he was coming out. I wonder if he's Poorly. Trying to clean something out of his airwaves or something there. Or maybe it's just a focus thing. You never know. Right, we're about to get going again. It'll be the second half about to kick off here. Birmingham, remember, down to 10 men. Robinson sent off. Cashin came on. Poor old Kumas was the one sacrificed. We'll run through the teams in a second once we've got underway here in the second half, which has indeed just happened. Can Birmingham fight back with 10 men? Can Coventry, if they nab a goal nice and early in this half, that should just about finish this one off, shouldn't it? Long throw in cleared. Cross back in by Van Evek. And we're going to get another throw. Pike with the clearance. Teams then. Rushworth, Van Evek, Thomas, Kitching, De Silva, Grimes, Torp, Sakamoto, Eccles, Asante and Wright. For Birmingham, Allsop, Laird, Robinson obviously out, replaced by Cashin, Clara, Samuel, Iwata, Pike, Gray, Stansfield now out on the left. Kumas subbed off. Dykes up top because Dukes got injured in the warm-up. They haven't cleared the throw in here. Sakamoto inside the box. Crosses left-footed, headed goalwards. Chance that. Thomas complaining to Kitchen that he got in his way. The two Coventry centre-backs. Yeah, good chance that. Don't know what Thomas is complaining about really. It was Kitchen's ball to head. Wright looked offside in the build-up. Wasn't interfering with play though by the current offside laws. Mark. Well, thank you. $2 on the super chat. Thank you very, very much, Mark. Missed out on yesterday. Cheers, Ben and all. Thank you, Mark. Very, very kind of you to get involved. Sometimes going down to 10 can galvanise a team. Well, it can. Yeah, very much so. I think, though, with it happening just before half-time, you know, that kind of lift can get lost in the half-time interval. But here they come, actually, Birmingham, although Samuel runs straight into De Silva. De Silva knocks that one in. That's going to be a yellow card, isn't it? Iwata got turned. Clear pullback. Yellow card was always going to come out there, wasn't it? Eccles. Nice little... He receives it. He gets his body in between the ball. And Iwata turns away. And yeah, he just takes the foul, doesn't he? With 10 men. Well, there you go. Agree with that. With 10 men, the problem is getting tired out very quick, especially if you're playing on emotion. Sakamoto in off the right. Crosses left-footed. It's gone to the back stick. Oh, did that go over the line? It looked like it did. And that is going to be an own goal. Oh, dear. The referee's watch buzzes. Eccles headed it back. I think it went in off Laird. And Allsop couldn't keep it out. And I'm going to do it now. I know we're only 48 minutes in. Let's go. Game over. Bright Samuel actually is the scorer of the own goal. It's a bit of bad luck, that one, for Birmingham. But the second goal adjudged to have crossed the line there. And it is an own goal. Oh, he just can't sort his feet out, can he? Allsop tries to palm it out, but the goal line tech has gone off. The whole ball deemed to have crossed over the line there. And a bit of a cringy own goal, unfortunately. Must have been very, very close. I'd like to see the Hawkeye of that one. That can only be a couple of millimetres over that one. But it is 2-0 to Coventry, and they're playing against 10. And we mentioned, didn't we, if you're a Birmingham fan, the entire setup for the second half, you don't want to concede an early goal. And we've done 2 watch-alongs this round, this weekend, and we've seen own goals in both of the games there. You couldn't do a lot about it. Samuel Cuddy-Eccles heads it back, bounces off his shins, and over the line it goes. Coventry 2, Birmingham 0. Coventry are heading into second place. Obviously, they are prone to an overtake from Stoke. Either Bristol City or Preston could go above them as well. Millwall actually could tie up, but the goal difference is so inferior. That's not going to happen. Same with... I know Swansea have got fewer points, haven't they? Millwall already got the 10 points on the board. Now we'll go to some comments. Cov flying, 2-0 up. Perfect start to the half. Birmingham have beat themselves. Red card, own goal. Yeah, right. Let's have it. And that is game over. Right, we're going to see the Hawkeye now. Oh, look at that. That's over by about a millimetre, that one. Goodness me. Own goal. That's why we have goal line tech, though, don't we? Just over the... whole ball has to be over the line, and it looked like, well, I mean, look, they can, conspiracy theories ahoy, they can make the Hawkeye look how they want to make it look, but yeah, let's trust the tech and roll with it. Samuel, Clara, Pike, Laird, Laird beats Sakamoto, sticks the cross in, and I'm sure lots of players up and down the country have done this little training drill of 10 against 11, haven't they? For 20 minutes in a training session. Should be a fairly straightforward one for Coventry now. And they'll be fine giving up possession. We're having a very sustained shot there of the great Steve Ogrizovic. Orient 1, Stevenage 2. Wow. Hulk smash that like button. Do it. Do it now. Hit the subscribe button as well, please. While you're there. Coventry, whose target will be to keep the ball for the next 37 minutes or 36 and a half minutes. It would probably behoove Chris Davies to make a couple of, at least a double sub fairly soon. Remember, this is a 3-game week, and he doesn't want the players who started in this game to run themselves into the ground when, frankly, the chances of them with 10 men and a 2-0 deficit against a team that's been winning fairly consistently for a long while there's a point, not that you throw the white flag up, but that you say, well, look, there's other stuff to do this week. And you know what a 3-game week's like, don't you? You lose the first one, you win the second 2, you've had a good week. 6 points. Everyone will take 6 points from the 3-game week, won't they? Comes Stansfield down the left. It's going to be a goal kick, I think, isn't it? No, Stansfield knows better than me. He's won a corner. Could do with one more. Then some subs, rest up. Well, and that's the flip side of it, isn't it? If you're the winning side, yeah, get the 3 points and rest players for a very different reason. In comes the corner from Birmingham. Oh, bounced virtually in the 6-yard box, which is very rare for a corner. Ethan Laird has sat down on his backside there. Has he injured himself? Oh, he immediately waved at the bench. Yeah, I think he's tweaked his hamstring now, has he? Plants down his left foot. Is that where it went? Pretty much immediately knew that he was in trouble there. Laird. Keep the comments coming. I think Birmingham are going to have to make another sub here, aren't they? Time for Sims. Yeah, it might be a chance for Sims to get a goal and some minutes. Today's not really in favour at all at Coventry, is he? Ellis Sims. I think we are going to get a sub for Birmingham. I guess Laird is going to come out at left back. Cochrane looks like he's going to come in. Wrexham goal in one of the other earlies. Wrexham looks like they've taken the lead against Derby. That'd be 3 wins in 4, I think, for Wrexham, who have found their feet now all of a sudden, haven't they? Sorry, I'm a bit close to the table. I keep kicking it, which wobbles the camera, which must be jolly annoying. So I do apologise. O'Brien, who's been a really decent signing, hasn't he, so far for Wrexham, as we knew he was going to be. Just seeing the 2 goals again here. Thomas Asante, quick one from the rebound. And this is just a... Oh, in fact, we're going to see the 2 red card, or the 2 yellow cards that turned into a red card for Robinson, and a pretty cringy own goal there, just bouncing off the shins of Bright Samuel. Who looks a little bit crestfallen, as does Ethan Laird. Let's hope that's just a little strain rather than anything worse. I think Pat Roberts is going to come on as well, or instead of. So this might be a double switch. Damari Gray is going out. To my point, you'd expect he's going to start all of the games this 3-game week, so he's probably not going to finish any of them. Issa Kabore, what a player. Got a couple of assists for Wrexham last week. Off to watch our mob. Have a good weekend. Liam, thank you so much. And Liam, thank you for the super chats. Pretty much every time you're on here, Liam. So very, very much appreciated. Bad day at the office for Birmingham. Yeah. God, when you factor in red card, injury, own goal, defeat probably on the way. Not a good day at all. Sakamoto crosses left-footed, headed away. Grimes, De Silva, Grimes. Slid into the box of foul by Van Evik. And it's a restart for Birmingham. Which Allsop takes to cash in. And we are up 1 hour in this one. Coventry 2. Birmingham 0. Samuel back to Clara, back to Allsop. 3-1 Stevenage. Do you think, Ben, that Coventry can get automatically promoted? Yeah, of course they can, yeah. Looks like an open door this season, doesn't it? The way the parachute teams, were the exception maybe of Leicester, have all started pretty badly, actually, haven't they? Ipswich, Southampton. I mean, Sheffield United have been hopeless, haven't they? So the door is more than ajar, isn't it? Robertson to Dykes. Half volleys that at goal. Pretty poor stuff. Restart for Coventry. Kitching. Thomas back to Kitching to Grimes, who drops in between or next to the two centre-halves. In an ideal world, Birmingham would send someone with him. But they only got 10 players, so that ain't happening, is it? Sakamoto. V's Cochrane. Oh, he's done well, Sakamoto there. And then an easy 5-yard ball to Torp. Doesn't pull that one off. Dear oh me. Van Evik is lining up for a long throw in here. Headed away. And it's back with Allsop, who boots it down the ground. Stansfield chases De Silva. Sees that clear. Rushworth. And they've played it out to Van Evik. Down the right. Torp. Thomas Asante, Torp, Thomas Asante again. Oh, nice little slide through by Torp, looking for Thomas Asante. Kelly, thank you so much. $5 on the super chat. Listening to you while watching Wrexham. Well, can you keep us updated on Wrexham, please, Kelly? I heard about O'Brien's goal 6 seconds before it happened on my screen. Yeah, if you're watching on an internet feed and the guys in the chat here are watching on the TV feed, then you might get a little bit of a lag, but thank you very, very much, Kelly, for your continued support. And do keep us updated on what's going on in that Wrexham game. It's Wrexham 1, Derby 0. We've got a sub here at Coventry. Eccles just getting applauded off. Coventry 2, Birmingham 0 here. This is like a training match now because it's 10 against 11 and Coventry have got a 2-goal lead. Swansea 1, Millwall 1. Vipotnik and Coburn. Wrexham 1, Derby 0. O'Brien. As things stand, Wrexham will go up to 9th. They'll go above Swansea. Millwall will be 8th. Swansea 12th. Coventry are going up to 2nd. And despite being pretty draw heavy, Coventry will remain undefeated and will be able to hit 2 points per game if they win in mid-week. Coventry have had all the ball really since that second goal went in. Second half possession stats, yeah, 57-43. By the way, that worrying stat for Birmingham, where they don't have many shots on target, is a 0 again today. Are we going to be talking in the hot takes tomorrow about another game for Birmingham with very few efforts on the goal? Draw heavy, but goal heavy. Well, yeah, that's very true. De Silva gets it back. Grimes. Who came on? Is that Allen? I wasn't remotely paying attention, was I? Reading the comments. Yeah, Jamie Allen in for, who was it? Eccles. Remember, Rudoni, well, Sky cameras just went on him on the bench. Cleared away by Birmingham and, just can't keep hold of the ball now, Blues, can they? Knocked down the line by Kitching. De Silva crowded out by combination of Roberts and Samuel. Oh, Thomas Asante into the box. Good block by Cashin. Just cut inside onto the right foot. Blocked away. End this game already. Yeah. I think it ended, Matty, in minute 49, didn't it, I'm afraid? Cashin kind of turning his body on the side. We normally don't like that, but decent enough block in the end. Grimes swings across in. Cashin heads that one out as well. Grimes to De Silva. Roberts takes it off him and he draws the foul. Free kick to Birmingham. Coventry lost 17 games last season and still finished 5th. Yeah, I think it's lies, damn lies and statistics, isn't it? I think that's maybe the most damning statistic you can find about Coventry. Obviously, they had a managerial change, and I'd be more focusing on Coventry's record, certainly in 2025. I think they win 8 on the trot at one point in the second half of the season, and their record under Lampard as opposed to Mark Robbins. Oh no, Allsop's played it out. Oh, it's going to be 3-0, is it? Oh my God, Hadji Wrights not managed to finish that. Absolutely atrocious stuff there at the back from Birmingham. The finishing from Coventry wasn't too much better, was it? Allsop, outside of the foot, tried to play it to Iwata, and it's a horrible finish by Sims, who should just roll it in the goal. Hits across the top of the ball. Hits him with his studs in the end, doesn't he? Dear oh me. Derby goal. Derby 1. Derby 1-1. Brereton Diaz with the goal. Wrexham 1. Derby 1. Equaliser down at the racecourse. The TikTok Stadium, whatever you call it now. How can Hadji miss? Be so hit and miss. So frustrating. Derby goal. So Derby equaliser in that one. Ben Brereton Diaz. Off for the pre-game show for Pompey. Thank you for joining us. Good luck. Your lot Pompey against my lot Ipswich. May the best team win. May Connor Chaplin not play and score against us. He's embargoed, don't worry. First goal actually, says Dom, for BBD over at Derby. Wrexham 1, Derby 1. So we are going to get 2 draws. We spoke about Middlesbrough be hoping for lots of draws elsewhere. I mean, perhaps in this game and the Preston-Bristol City game and the Swansea-Millwall game and all of that up at the top. We are getting draws at Swansea-Millwall and at Wrexham-Derby. We're fairly well lined up. It says we're 1 minute behind both of those in this one. Ellis Sims coming in for Hadji Wright, who should have just scored, shouldn't he, Hadji? But you'd imagine if he's fit, he's going to start all 3 of the games in the 3-game week coming up for Coventry. End not the of the world. I know exactly what you mean, Lee. Coventry 2, Birmingham 0. Not the end of the world. This game couldn't have been much worse. Well, I mean, you are stacking up now, Matty. The own goal, the red card. All of that jazz. Timing of the goals. Horrible as well for Birmingham. Thoughts on Potter sacking. I'm sure I'll talk about that with Conor McGilligan and Matt SB on 3 at the Back on Tuesday. So I will save my thoughts for then. Thomas. Kitching. Grimes. Sean, so many of our signings still up in the air. Would have preferred your method of not changing too much of the squad. I think Alfie May would have scored 1 or 2 by October. Yeah, it's difficult. Big change, isn't it? Crossed in near post. Glancing header, Torp. Difficult one. Puts it well over the crossbar. Sims needs to get his act together. Yeah, Frank didn't really fancy him at the end of last season, did he? 3 at the Back. For pre-record on Tuesday, Michael. Hopefully kind of gets out a bit quicker this week. Or was it 2 weeks ago? I had to wait until Thursday. Other stuff happening. Kitching, Thomas. As I said, training match since the second goal went in, isn't it? Dom, my gut is telling me West Ham are getting relegated. Still some decent players in there at West Ham. That would mean any of the 17 go down. Means one of the EFL 3 from last year are staying up, which is something I'm a big advocate of, as you will hear on 3 at the Back with Connor and Matt every week. But it'll be what it's going to be, hey? 74 gone in this. Stick the cones out. Training game now, but we'll stick with it. two other games going in the Championship as well. Swans 1, Millwall 1, Wrexham 1, Derby 1. Up in the Premier League, it's Brentford 2, Man United 1. Thiago, Sesko, the goal scorers in that. In League 1, Wimbledon 2, Wycombe 1, Orient 2, Stevenage 3. How about that? Does that put Stevenage top? Stevenage top as it stands. Unbelievable scenes. We'll have a game in hand on Bradford and Lincoln. Look at that top four there. Wimbledon are 4th in League 1 as things stand. League 1 is pure box office this season. Stansfield is down. I mean, that would just make things even worse. So, to be fair, Kyogo is already about to come on. So is Tommy Doyle. They've already had the injury to Laird, who looks like, if it was a hamstring, unless it's just a little strain, that could be a problem for the 3-game week as well. Uh, 2-2. Man United. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, great. Another injury when you thought it couldn't get any worse. We'll have a look with Stansfield. Maybe it's a precaution. Looked like Doyle and Kyogo were going to come on. Stansfield, definitely one of the lads coming out. Oh, penalty missed. There you go, still 2-1. Stansfield has walked off the pitch, so hopefully he's okay for the Blues fans. Iwata and Stansfield out. Doyle and Kyogo in. What's the ref up to here? I'm just trying to figure out the restart after all those subs. Chris Davies has been yellow carded. I did have the pleasure of sitting right behind Chris at the Birmingham Ipswich game, and he's a pretty intense guy on the touchline. You can see him picking up a few yellow cards going forward, can't you? Suppose you want a manager standing up for your team, don't you? Rushworth, bouncy, bobbly back pass, just volleys it down the ground. Sims has made something of it. Sims is in, and the follow-up is into the back of the net. It's Coventry 3, Birmingham 0. It is but ugly from a Birmingham point of view. Literally, just Rushworth just booted it down the pitch. They get caught under the ball. Sims, strong, powerful. There's possible red card pull back on Sims as well. He gets the shot off in the end, and it's followed in by Victor Torp, who's in decent scoring form. And look away now if you're a Birmingham fan. It's Coventry 3, Birmingham 0. It was Cashin who lost Sims, wasn't it? Do you know what? He's lucky Sims doesn't just chuck himself to the ground there, because that would have been a red card, wouldn't it, for Dogso, for Cashin. He's pulling the shirt back. To be fair, Sims has got hold of Cashin's shirt as well, but refs never take that stuff into account. Torp follows it in. Coventry 3. It's a nice shot there of Torp. And the singing corner there behind him at Coventry. Coventry 3, Birmingham 0. One 0 up before the red card. They've scored twice in the second half. And Frank Lampard, pretty understandably, as we go into a 3-game week, is presumably he's going to make a triple sub here. Going to take out some of his big names now. Just see out this game. Give a few a rest. Coventry's goal scoring antics, by the way. What does that look like now? Plus 11 on the goal difference. Brandon Thomas Asante is coming out. 2, 3, 5, 6, 13, 18. 18 goals already. Is that the correct total? In 7 games. Very impressive. From Coventry in front of goal. Added another 3 on today. Triple sub. Top all smiles as he comes off. Right, here we go. Brow, Kessler, Hayden and Andrews on for Coventry. Ugly goals today, but they all count. Yeah, none of them have been picture perfect, have they? Nathan Broadhead back for Wrexham. Be still. My beating heart. What a player. Yeah, another awful away performance. A day off at the office for Birmingham. Yeah, not a good one. Love Coventry. My go-to team in Football Manager. I can't watch it. Absolute rubbish. That sums it up from the Birmingham fans. It has been a training exercise, hasn't it? Particularly since 2-0. That after a red card at the end of the first half. Not the one, is it? Corner Coventry. Grimes left-footed, headed away. Grimes. Hospital ball by Allen. Dykes in there. De Silva wins the throw-in. De Silva throws it into Grimes. Hospital ball back. Kyogo knocks it straight back out of play. 8 plus minimum stoppage time to go. Swansea 1, Millwall 1. Wrexham 1, Derby 1 in the 2 other earlies in the Championship today. 1-1's all over the place because last night it was 1-1 between West Brom and Leicester. But there was a late goal. And let's be honest, we got 3 Championship games going. There's going to be a late goal somewhere, isn't there? There's always a late goal. Throwing Coventry, who, fair play, they've got their foot on the neck of Birmingham here and they're not letting up. Long throwing comes in from Van Evik. Headed out by Clara, who's won plenty in the air at the back. Nice feet, Van Evik. Cross blocked. Birmingham counter of sorts here. If Roberts can get there. It's going to be a Coventry throw-in, though. Grimes. Thomas. Van Evik. Long one from Rushworth. Van Evik tries to chest it down. He somehow managed to come away with the ball then. A little bit of luck there, but fair play. Switch of play. Miscontrol there by Brow, who fouls Samuel. Goes back to Ulsop, who clears his lines. You got to remember as well, it's 3-0. There was that chance, wasn't there, for Wright, where Allsop knocked it straight, hospital ball into Pake. And Wright should have scored. He studded it round the post. There's the cut back into the box. And, this could go 4-0, couldn't it? The way it's ending, Birmingham look a bit out on their feet and Coventry are smelling blood. We could get a fourth goal here. Now, with uncertainty with the parachute teams, the Championship is going to be the league to watch. Why is it that Ipswich never have the parachute payments, and as soon as they get it, that bunch isn't going to win? Typical. I say typical. Doyle knocks that one forward, hopefully. De Silva wins it. Grimes. Oh, don't foul him, Linden. You see Lyndon Dykes raring up to completely clean out Grimes there. Grimes wasn't playing, fortunately. Brow. Sims. Andrews. Ooh, chance. Shot driven there. Excuse me, it was Van Evik on the right foot. Opened up nicely. Hits it really cleanly, but it's straight down the keeper's throat. Decent chance there. Opened up. It remains a 3-0. Grimes in the centre circle. Thomas. Van Evik, he's got to be close in on man of the match, hasn't he? He must have had loads of touches. Nicely defended by Pike. Slides it into Dykes as well. Roberts. Dykes going to draw the foul. Free kick, Birmingham. And they can take a breather. Coventry has typically started seasons poorly. Yeah, they don't normally start going until November, do they? I really think they have a strong shot at automatics this season. It looks like Van Evik is kind of playing same side there as Kessler Hayden. Double teaming down the right hand side. Two good players to vie for the position down there. They'll need both of them. It's Kessler Hayden to Van Evik. Kessler Hayden. Grimes. Oh, that's bounced fortuitously for Van Evik, who wants to have about 50 touches inside of the penalty box. Speed it up, fella. 3-0 Coventry. We're going to get a late winner in the other games. It's Swansea 1, Millwall 1, Wrexham 1, Derby 1. We are heading towards the 90-minute mark and stoppage time. Cochran blocks it out. Throw in, taken quickly. They don't bother the whole Van Evik thing and bringing everybody else forward. Andrews. Thomas. Van Evik to Kessler-Hayden. Back to Van Evik. Thomas. Kessler-Hayden. It was sliding, looking for Van Evik, but Cochrane gets across there. And Cochrane draws the foul. 89:38 on the clock. Last chance to hit thumbs up on this video. Really appreciate it if you can. 145 likes. How about that? There you go. Who's on co-coms? Because they agree with me. Milan Van Evik has just been given the Man of the Match award. 6 minutes of stoppage time, which we don't really need to play. There you go, look. Just blow the whistle. Already, ref, yeah. Kyogo. Coventry breaking down the left. Andrews. Nice feet. Allen. Turns it around the corner. Van Evik, Kessler-Hayden. And we are at jogging pace here. Attack versus defence. 10 versus 11. 3-0 to Cov. Easy win in the end, particularly after the red card during the first half. For Jack Robinson. De Silva. Kitchen to Grimes, to Allen, to Grimes. 1.5 minutes of the 6 remaining complete. There's a big Hollywood switch of play. He's never keeping that in, is he? No. Kessler-Hayden gives the thumb up, but it wasn't a very good pass, was it? Restart for Allsop, who want to kill as much time as he can. Get this one finished. Get back home. A difficult start to the week for Birmingham City. They will go on and face Sheffield Wednesday at home. And they go to Wrexham on Friday night. That will be a watch along here. Looking forward to that one. Birmingham in the box here with Kyogo, but he is offside. Coventry later this week. They've started off with 3 points in the 3-game week, which was always helpful, but they do now go away. So they go to Millwall and Sheffield Wednesday. Gary, this is not what Brum expected to be. Life in the Championship is more cut and thrust than ever. They will need to front line firing on all cylinders. Have they had a shot on target? Yeah, is it another one of those? Let me have a look here. Stats. Haven't had a shot on target today. We thought they'd solved that. Numbers were really good against Swansea, weren't they? Created plenty, but not today. Please do hit subscribe. We're at 52,000 subscribers on the channel here. 2 minutes to play in this one, but this game was long since over with the situations being what it was. Liam, just thank our super chats today, Liam. Kelly on the gift. Double up from Kelly, actually. Super chat as well. Mark, thank you. Thank you, everybody, for joining as well. And huge thank you to the wonderful people over at Betfred. I'll be with them on Monday doing the Sportsman Untitled podcast as well. Check that out. Great fun. Set play comes in. Chance, Bobby Thomas there. Don't know why. He goes like he's going to really head through the ball and then kind of just glances it wide. Weird one, that. Doesn't look like Coventry are going to get a fourth goal. Remember, they've already had a 7 and a 5 this season. Scoring plenty. 18 for the season, I believe, is the number. In 7 games, no less. Well above 2 goals per game. Coventry, and they've done it again today, albeit 2 of the 3 goals were scored against 10 men, and 1 was an own goal. Into the final minute of minimum stoppage time. Throw in Birmingham. 20 seconds remaining. Cochrane. Cross deflected. It's cleared. That should take us to full time now in this phase of play. Clara's got it, and there goes the final whistle. Coventry 3, Birmingham 0. Lampard and Davies shake hands. Big turning point in the middle of this game, or, well, rather just before the middle of this game. Minute 42 was a red card for Jack Robinson. Coventry were already 1-0 up at that point, to be fair, in a tight game. Thomas Asante following in the spilled shot. Into the second half, we said from Birmingham's point of view, just don't concede an early goal. What do? They conceded an early goal. Bangs in off the shin, Samuel. And then, it was just training code stuff after that. Attack versus defence, 10 against 11. Coventry had all of the ball in that second half. The stats tell us, 70% possession to Coventry. The worrying one again across the game for Birmingham, no shots on target. They've not been putting shots on goal in the last few weeks as repetitiously or as reliably as they could have. Third one at the end to boot down the ground. Sim shot blocked. Torp puts it in. I think someone said in the chat that all the goals were not the most pleasing on the eye, but it's a 3-0 win, isn't it? And Coventry have scored plenty of goals that are pleasing on the eye this season, and just win. That's what they did. They're still unbeaten, Coventry. 1-3, drawn 4, 13 points, 18 goals. Wow. Coventry goes second. If Stoke beat Norwich, they will overtake Coventry. If either Bristol City or Preston win that game, they will overtake Coventry. And I think that's just about it. You could have QPR tie up, but we need a 13-goal swing. So it needs to be a victory for the ages for QPR to do that. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Really struggling with a bad neck today, so I'm going to disappear right away. I'm going to say thank you. I'm drugged up to high heaven here on painkillers. We've managed to get through it. We'll be back with the hot takes early tomorrow. And I'll be hosting Blue Monday tomorrow night to talk about what is about to happen in Ipswich versus Pompey. And as I said, I'll be on the Sportsman Untitled podcast on Monday as well with the fine people at Betfred. If you say nice things in the chat, I'll put them all on the screen during the outro. And it should be watch-alongs galore next week. We've got the potential for Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday's kind of up in the air. Do we do Ipswich Norwich, or is that more than my job is worth? Thank you everybody for joining. It was Coventry 3, Birmingham 0. Hit thumbs up before you go. We'll see you for the hot takes tomorrow.